All right, so today I would like to work on and hopefully finish the cake hat, but we'll see. So yesterday's vlog that I posted took me longer than I thought, and I got pretty tired at the end and was like, okay, it's done, I'm gonna post it. And it had this mistake in the end that I had to go and fix, so that's been fixed now. But it reminded me that, it reiterated to me that, at least for me, if I get to a point and I feel like I'm rushing or I'm like, well, this just needs to be done, let's just finish it, I'm gonna make a mistake. And it doesn't matter how hard you worked on something, it doesn't matter how tired you are, I need to, at that point, either find a way to keep staying focused and concentrating and taking the time it needs to take, or I need to stop, take a break, come back to it, and just do it right. So even though it wasn't fun, I was appreciative that I made the mistake because it's an important lesson that I need to learn going forward. Anyway, but with regard to the cake, so as you can see, as I mentioned when I was doing it before, it was getting it on the cardboard versus like that one I got really good on the side of the cake, but along here it pulled off because it was more on the cardboard. So I have to fix that today, and then I gotta go buy some like decoration or something to put on the cake. So I'm gonna go try to find something that I can put on there. I don't know, we'll see what I come up with. And then I also gotta find a way to attach it to the helmet. So what I'm gonna try to do here is test out the hot glue on the styrofoam. Whenever you're making things, I found that it's good to test on like a small sample first to see how it goes before you do it on the thing that you've been working hard on. So I'm gonna test it out, the hot glue on the styrofoam, see if it melts it. If it does, then I'm gonna probably try to go the way of the Velcro, and then I'll have to pick up some more Velcro too. So let's see how this hot glue does on this styrofoam. All right, so now this thing's all heated up. I got it on, this is like a dual temperature one. I got it on the low setting because since that's what I'm checking if it's gonna melt, we'll check on low, because if it melts on low, then it's gonna melt on high. All right, so let's put some glue on here. And on here. Let's see what happens. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna put it on high and check that out too. All right, it's been on high now for a bit, which you can tell because it starts to drip out of the tip of the gun. So let's check it on high now, just to see how it goes on high. And we'll do this one too. Oh no. I'm out of glue. I was afraid that would happen. No more glue. I don't know, I got a little on there, and also it's not important. I noticed when I did it on low, it didn't stick that well, so I don't know. We'll see what I'm gonna decide, but it seems like this styrofoam is kind of holding up, so I think this is potentially an option if I want to do it. All right, let's go to the store. All right, so we need to find something I can use as decoration. I don't really want it to be food because I want it to endure, but yeah, I'm not sure. So let's see, I will probably look at the bakery area and see if there's something I can put on there that's maybe like not edible. And then I may just look at like floral area or like tiny little pink bows or something like that. Oh. Look at this, sun glove. What's a sun glove? Look, I'm mesmerized by this kit, all these things. This woodpile fund. Oh look, for all of your common warts, my wife said. And look at this. Learn to burn.
Learn to burn too much.
They have a postal truck. Kenzie likes it. She's such a nerd. Oh, rocket! Ring light. I wear glasses, but I always have to take them off for this because the ring light is too obvious in my glasses. Anyway, so back in the store, I'm gonna show you what I decided on. All right, so this is what I got. So some flowers with like a gradient thing of pink, and then these is like bows. They just have the right amount of elegance. But the first thing we're gonna do is this is the cake board, which is what this is gonna be on ultimately when it's on the helmet. It's gonna sit on the cake board. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this shape out of the cake board. All right, so I got that cut out now. Let's check it on the helmet. All right, so the glue is now dripping. So that means it's ready to go. Let's glue this thing on here. At this part here, I'm just applying the hot glue to the styrofoam and then applying the cake board to the bottom of it. Make sure that, even though it's hot glue, you gotta make sure that you get it in lined up just right where you want it right away, otherwise the glue is gonna start to dry and you're not gonna be able to turn it. But it turned out okay. You can see that it was pretty well lined up. Now I'm just trimming the edges. There was a little bit overlapping, so I'm just trying to make it neater so it fits nice and snug on the helmet. My new thing of frosting. It's pretty good color matched. Let's put that on there. We're gonna go from here to here, and then I'm gonna see if there's anywhere else that needs to be cleaned up. All right, now I'm just taking the spackle, called it frosting obviously, but this is the spackle mixed with the food gel, and put it in my makeshift icing bag, just applying it to all the areas where the white parts were showing, and trying to get it between the cake board and the cake to kind of help hold the two to each other. And now I'm cleaning up a little spot here where it kind of got a little stain, but I'll cover that up with a flower later. All right, so here's where we are. I got everything all set up. The hot glue is warmed up. I got 8 of these bows and 8 of the flowers. So what I'm gonna do is like a cross shape and then an X shape. So that'll give me 8 points, and I'm gonna alternate a bow. And so then below it here would be a flower, and then also here it'll go bow, flower, bow, flower. All right, you'll see at the end if you're not sure what I'm saying. So. All right, I decided I am gonna go with the Velcro because it would just be kind of this cumbersome object otherwise, and like if I move or whatever, it might be hard to do. So using the Velcro, I found it's very easy to overdo Velcro. Like if you wanna use something that's cardboard and Velcro it to something else or whatever, Velcro can stick very hard, and then when you go to pull it apart, it'll start to bend that cardboard thing, or like this cake, if I put too much Velcro on, it could start to tear it apart. So I'm not gonna use that much. I'm gonna do a little, and you can always add more later if it's not enough. All right, so here I had to, when I was applying the Velcro, I had to kind of guess and check. I had to basically just figure out where the helmet was contacting the styrofoam, because it wasn't a total perfect fit, and just basically apply the Velcro in those spots. So that's all I did here. How about that? All right, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you enjoyed our adventure. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.